This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so today I'm going to explain about what is Salesforce. So what we need to understand, what is this technology once after getting the job. So what exactly we need to work and how it is different from other technologies. So all those things we are going to discuss. So already some of you, if you know about Salesforce, maybe you will get some new points. You'll get to know about some new points. So otherwise, I need to consider everyone and explain about the platform, how exactly this platform is different and what we are going to do after getting the job. Okay, so I'm opening the PPT. The first thing before we understand about the Salesforce, we have to understand about the concept of cloud computing. Cloud computing is a concept. Right? So everything, whatever we do in internet, such kind of process we call as cloud computing. Everything in the sense, so what we do. So first of all, what is cloud? Right? Cloud is the pictorial representation of the internet. Cloud is nothing but internet. Cloud computing means internet computing. That means everything through internet, whatever we access. So that we call as cloud computing. Using internet, what exactly we can access? So we can use the applications already which are developed on web. For example, Facebook, Gmail. So all these are the some of the websites. Without internet, we cannot access. Without internet, you cannot log in and see the updated information in those websites, right? So any service. So based on internet, there are some services are available. One of the services, software as a service. If you see here, SaaS. SaaS means software as a service. The other one, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So what exactly, why they are calling us these things as services? So one of the example, in general, if you say once after understanding this, if you say I'm working for cloud computing, so that won't be more meaningful because cloud computing is a concept. That means the everything whatever we do through internet, such kind of process we call as cloud computing. Similar to programming. So let's say if you say I'm working for one of the programming. So the next question, which programming? Programming is a generic term. Programming is a definition. We write some set of statements and the system execute and give the result. So such kind of concept we call as program, and when you develop those programs, that we call as a programming language. So it is a more generic term. It's just a definition. The next question, which programming? So we have to say either Java or .NET or Python. So whatever the programming language we work, we have to say that language name, right? So who is offering .NET? Microsoft company. Microsoft company, they are offering the .NET language. So who is offering Java? Oracle company. They are providing Java, right? So by using the programming concept, some companies in the market, Microsoft, they are offering .NET. Oracle, they are offering Java. So in the same way, here cloud computing is a concept. Everything through internet, whatever we access, that we call as cloud computing. Using cloud computing, there are some companies in the market. The companies will provide some of the services. These are the different classifications of the services. One of the classification is software as a service. The other one is platform as a service and infrastructure as a service. So before we discuss about these services, the one of the advantage with the cloud computing, because everything through internet we do, no need to install any software in the local system, right? So no need of any minimum hardware requirements. Just if you have the system with the minimum configuration, that is sufficient. Okay, so that's the concept. In detail, again, we are going to understand. So first, software as a service, Facebook, Gmail, on day-to-day, whatever the websites through internet we access, all those are the examples of the software as a service. Let's take Facebook, right? Facebook. So if you like Facebook, we can register and you can log in and you can access Facebook. Who is providing Facebook? Facebook company, they are providing the Facebook application. They are only providing the software as a service. That means they are only providing this application. Is there any way to modify the Facebook application as per our requirement? Let's say I want to develop some new page or I want to modify the existing pages in the Facebook. So such kind of flexibility, so they are not providing. They are not providing any platform to modify these applications. This company is only offering the software as a service. But some companies, they give the software as a service. That means they provide the application and also they provide the platform to modify those applications as per the requirement. So the platform, whatever they provide through internet, we call as platform as a service. So it is how we log into Gmail. In the same way, we log into one of the website and start developing, and so you can also see the result of that development immediately, right? Through internet, without installing anything, we log into one of the website, do the development, and create a new application, modify the existing applications. So all those things we do, right? Since this platform, without installing any software, through internet they are offering. So this kind of services we call as platform as a service. So simply log into one of the website and develop the application, modify the existing applications. All those things we do through this platform. So there are some companies in the market providing platform as a service. Okay, so one of the companies is Salesforce, and there are many other companies. So, but how Salesforce is different, we'll discuss going forward. Okay, so this is about the platform as a service. The other one, infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service means hardware. So it can be memory, RAM, processor, right? In our system, whatever the configuration we have, all that hardware they install in one of the server. So they call as data center, right? In data center, you see all these big servers. So server looks like this. In the server, they install terabytes of memory, RAM, processor. So all different hardware they maintain in one of the big location. Okay. So how they offer the service? From this server, through internet, they'll distribute the hardware. For example, so all of us we are using Gmail. Mostly we use Gmail, right? You might know about the Google Drive. Google Drive. So what is the use of Google Drive? In Google Drive, you can store the files. I think up to 15 GB you can store. So let's say I have more than 15 GB. I have 100 GB of the data to store, right? But we have our laptop and we have memory. But if my laptop is not available, if I go to somewhere, as soon as the internet is there, I should be able to access all my files. If we have such kind of requirement, we store those files, that information in the Google, right? So, but 15 GB they are offering for free, but I want 100 GB. You can purchase, right? So monthly there is a charge for 100 GB by paying that to the Google company. So you can purchase the 100 GB, or you can also purchase 500 GB based on our requirement. How the Google company, right? So when they provide the 100 GB memory, we are just through internet, we log into Google Drive and access all those files, right? 100 GB, where that memory, right? So where somewhere the hardware should be there, right? That 100 GB memory from where they distribute, Google company, right? Google Drive. So it is from Google. Google company, they have many servers. From one of the server, they will distribute the hardware through internet. They make that space available through internet. Without internet, I cannot access the files in my Google Drive. Right? So I should have internet. Through internet, we will connect to that 100 GB wherever the space is allocated. I can log in and access. So that technically will be available in the hardware which is in the Google server. Somewhere in this hardware, it will be stored, right? So through internet, they are distributing the memory. So Google Drive is one of the example. Google company is one of the example providing hardware as a service. And also one of the um, famous company is Amazon, AWS, Amazon Web Services, right? Through Amazon Web Services, the technology, Amazon company, they are through internet, they are offering hardware as a infrastructure as a service. So that is one of the topmost vendor, the company who provides the infrastructure as a service. So many companies, even Salesforce also, they need servers. Salesforce also to manage their applications, to store the data. So all that Salesforce company also, they need servers. Maybe they can purchase the servers, or they can take the server for rent, right? So Amazon is the company offering the servers for rent, right? So many companies, they purchase the hardware from Amazon. AWS, you might hear about AWS, Amazon Web Services. That is the technology, deals with the infrastructure as a service. There are other companies, Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure also provides a similar kind of services. And also Google company also, so they provide the hardware services, infrastructure as a service. Salesforce, Salesforce company, they are not dealing with the infrastructure as a service. Salesforce company, they are only dealing with the software as a service and the platform as a service. So they are not into providing the hardware. They are not into that industry. Okay, so if you see cloud computing means it can be Salesforce, it can be AWS, Amazon, it can be Microsoft Azure. Yeah, any questions? So that's why we should not say directly I'm working for cloud computing. There are many technologies based on the cloud computing. So Salesforce is one of the technology. Okay, so we are going to understand about that. First, this is the infrastructure. Now Salesforce, out of these three services, they are offering only two services, software as a service and platform as a service. So Salesforce is a software company. like any other software company, Salesforce is one of the software company. They have the headquarters in San Francisco. So they started the company with no software, right? With that concept. So everything through internet to provide the services. They started. This is the first company came up with that idea, and this company, Salesforce company, by following the cloud computing concept, right? Cloud computing is a concept. Everything through internet, everything in a sense using the application, developing the application, distributing the hardware. So those are the kind of services through cloud computing some of the companies offers. By following the cloud computing concept, Salesforce company, they are offering two services, software as a service and the platform as a service. Right? Software as a service is nothing but the application which we access through internet. As a software as a service, Salesforce company, they are offering Salesforce CRM applications. Okay, so what is CRM? I'm going to explain in next two slides. But for now, just understand they are offering some set of CRM applications as a software as a service. And also, it's not that as it is, we need to use those applications. After registering with Salesforce, by default, they provide the CRM applications. Those applications we can modify as per the client requirement. And we can also develop the new applications. For that, they are providing a platform as a service. So that platform, they are calling as Force.com platform. Right? Force.com platform is nothing but the development environment. Suppose let's say, for example, I want to execute the Java program, right? So let's say I want to write the Java program and execute. So what is required in our local system, in our computer? We have to download the Java software and install. Only after installing the Java software, whatever the program we write, that will compile, that will execute and give the result. Right here, without installing in local system. This is cloud-based, internet-based. So in general, whatever the Java software we install in our local system, same thing without our side doing anything. When you log into Salesforce, internally they install and make it available. For us, it will be available. All we need to do is write the program and execute and see how the result is coming up. Okay. So technically, so the platform they are calling us Force.com platform, right? So Java, whatever it runs, so they call as JVM. On the JVM platform, it will run, right? Otherwise, they say Java runtime environment. On top of that, Java will run. So here, technically, that part they are calling as Force.com platform. So whatever new application we develop, whatever existing applications we modify, through this platform, all those things will execute and we can see the results of the development. Okay, so by providing these two, right, one of the concept is they are offering the applications as a service and plus the platform to enhance those applications or to develop the new applications to make the customer happy, right? That's what the concept. So that's about Salesforce, right? So the first thing what you need to know, Salesforce is a software company. By following the cloud computing concept, they are offering two services. As one of the service, software as a service, they are offering Salesforce CRM applications. What is CRM? I'll explain in next two slides. So Salesforce is one of the number one CRM platform. Okay, so what is that? I'll explain in next two slides. Along with providing the applications. They are also providing a platform which we call as post.com platform. So as a platform as a service. So now to avoid confusion, so what is that CRM, and so why people register, and why they need CRM? Okay, that I am going to explain. Who will use CRM? As an individual, can I use CRM? Or companies will use CRM? So what is the purpose? We are going to understand. So here CRM means customer relationship management. Okay, so as part of the CRM is nothing but, so when you deal with any business, right? On day to day, we see different types of business. So let's say restaurant. If you take one of the restaurant is a business. So if you take maybe furniture shop, so they do business, right? So if you think about any type of business, they internally need CRM. Okay, so with customer on day to day, all those companies, they interact with the customer, talk to the customer, right? So all the customer interactions as part of the business, so everything they cannot remember. So as the application, they want to store that all the customer interactions in each stage, what is happening. For that purpose, the CRM will be useful. So how in an organized way they capture the information and how they can improve the business. So that application will be there as part of the CRM. Okay, so these are the different tables. Here you are seeing campaigns, leads, and accounts. So assume that all these are the tables, right? So in general, data we store in the table format. Okay, so assume that all these are the different tables. So when you take some business, how exactly they follow the process? So what is CRM, and what they are saying, how they can organize the information. So that we are going to understand in a better way. So when you take some business, right, let's take any business, whatever you like. Okay. So on day to day, so mainly we deal with many things. So let's say I'll take the example of, let's say, Airtel, right? We use Airtel for which purpose? Airtel, they provide the mobile services. We can take the Airtel SIM and we can um, make the phone calls and you can send the SMS. Airtel broadband, they are also providing the internet. Let's say I'm interested for Airtel internet. Okay, so Airtel is a company. So this company, so what they provide? They provide internet. Okay, so what they are doing? They are doing business. So why they need CRM? So this Airtel company, they have many employees, right? So some employees, different types of employees. If you see marketing, right? How we know about Airtel internet? You see some no parking hoardings, you see some advertisements, and when you try to see some websites in internet, you'll see as advertisement. So in paper advertisements, in different ways, we get to know about Airtel internet, right? So internally, who work for that, right? Who give advertisements? So all that to manage, right? The employees of the Airtel, there are different categories. So marketing representatives, they recruit marketing representatives. The marketing representatives, based on the Airtel company budget, they will utilize that money for advertisements, paper advertisements, TV advertisements, right? Different ways. And there are other type of employees, right? Sales, right? Sales representatives. Let's say I called to Airtel customer care and I inquired about the different packages of the internet. So after that, they'll try to follow up and try to convince, and they'll, so if needed, immediately they will come to home. Or let's say one of the company they need internet, immediately they visit that company and try to sell that, right? Airtel company internet. So here internet is a service, right? So they are providing the service. Airtel company, this internet, they are providing a service monthly or yearly, they need to pay. So these kind of employees do the sales. And the other kind of employees, let's say there is a problem with the internet. Immediately what we do, we call to Airtel customer care, right? So some of the employee from Airtel will receive the call. Those employees are the support representatives, right? So different employees in the Airtel company. So they will do different types of activities as part of the business. So to manage this business in an organized way, right? So let's say a marketing team, how much money they spent on which advertisements, TV advertisements, how much they spent, paper advertisements, how much they spent, sales representative, how many sales they did for this month, to whom they are contacting, how do they know about the customer mobile number and name. And support representative, they should not provide the support to everyone. Only for the valid customer, they need to provide the support. How do they know that the customer is valid customer or uh, some bad customer who is not using Airtel? So all those things, if they have the information in their application, in the software, whatever they are using, in that if they capture the information in an organized way, all these things they can easily track and remember and follow. Okay, so for this purpose, so this company, they need CRM. Like that, any other company, they need some CRM. It's not that they should only use Salesforce. There are many other platforms provides the CRM. So the other platforms, if you want to know about other platforms, Microsoft Dynamics is one of the platform, right? So they are also providing the CRM, right? So Oracle CRM, they are also providing CRM, SAP CRM, right? So nowadays some companies, Joho CRM. There are many companies in the market. Salesforce is also one of the company, but Salesforce is the number one CRM software from past 10 years. So I think so from long time. And the market share of the Salesforce is far more better when compared to the other technologies. So here I think many people they ask, so how far away? What are the competitors? Okay. So just I want to show you. So this person is the CEO of the Salesforce, and this CEO of the Salesforce, this person is the ex-employee of the Oracle, right? So from Oracle, he was an employee of Oracle and he started Salesforce company. And this is number one CRM for now. I think he removed that. So maybe if you search in Google, you'll get to know. So just I want to show you one graph. This is the one. So if you see this, so this is the growth in the last 5 years. Okay, so this is Salesforce. You see the growth, how much growth they have, and if you see Oracle, SAP, Adobe, Microsoft, these are the other CRMs. They are very, very far away when compared to Salesforce. Okay, so that's why Salesforce is the number one CRM. And so they consider out of these available options in the market, so Airtel company, based on their budget, based on their contact, they decide with one of this platform, right? So mostly people go with the best platform. So Salesforce is one of the platform, right? This company, so what they'll do, they'll register with Salesforce and they use the Salesforce CRM. But as part of the CRM, how they can organize the information. So that is this CRM, whatever here we are discussing. So now let's understand what is this campaign. So campaign is the advertisement for Airtel company. So to know about the Airtel broadband and the high-speed broadband, the packages. So they give paper advertisements, TV advertisements, all that information they store in one of the table called campaign. Isn't that here campaign is a table? It is a table. In that campaign table, they store all the information related to the advertisements of the company. So due to the advertisements, so what is the advantage? Right? So advertisement, so when they launch a new product or on day to day, they give the advertisement. So maybe in this example, whatever I am taking, this company is providing the service. Some companies, they provide the product. Right? Let's take one more company, why they need CRM. HP company, right? So this is a product based company, right? So what exactly we take from HP? I want to buy laptop. One of the choice is HP laptop. I want to buy printer, right? One of the choice is HP printer, right? So they are selling the different products. So people in the market, they buy the products of the HP. But how we know about the HP laptop or HP printer? They give advertisements. They create the brand value in the market by giving the advertisements. So it can be same process for this also, right? Advertisements, and they have the marketing employees, they have the sales employees, they have the support. And there is a problem with the product, we call to support and they give the support, right? The business can be is based on the service or based on the product. So to launch, let's say HP company is introducing a new laptop in the market, right? They allocate some budget and they'll give advertisements on that, right? So let's say Airtel company, they are offering high-speed internet service. Again, how they people in the market know, they will give, they start campaigning to uh, introduce that new high-speed internet and what are the packages they are offering, right? So they give different advertisements. It can be right hoardings on day-to-day, whatever we see. It can be internet. When you try to access internet, you see internet advertisements. And on day-to-day, we see, right, when you see the paper, you see the advertisement. And you also see, right, sponsoring for some of the event, some of the programs, right? So to create the brand value. So different ways they follow the advertisements. Okay, so due to these advertisements, what will happen? So what is the advantage of these advertisements? People in the market will respond due to these advertisements. Okay, for example, Airtel company, they are giving the advertisement. So due to advertisements, people in the market, let's say I'm so reading the newspaper and I saw one of the advertisement, high speed Airtel internet. Okay, so I'll I'm interested, I'm looking for internet. I'll call to the Airtel, whatever the number they provide or whatever the website they give. Maybe I open a website and fill the form. Or nowadays, whenever we open the website, the people try to do the live chat. They'll try to chat, and we also can chat, and they take our information in different ways, right? We can call, we can go to their website and fill the form, we can do the live chat, we can mail. There are different ways how we can interact. So once in any way, if you try to interact, all they take is they take your information, first name, last name, email, mobile number. As soon as they have that, then they'll start calling and checking about the interest, whether you want to take the internet or not. So it's not that internet can be for a individual person. Let's say I am one of the individual person. I need internet, right? So internet service for a individual person. But companies also need internet, right? Let's say there is a software company. They want internet for 100 employees, right? For 100 employees, they want internet. So they purchase the bandwidth from Airtel, right? So who take the service? It can be an individual person or it can be a company. Companies also take internet and individual person also take internet. Okay. So it can be individual or company. Whoever responded to the campaign. Let's say I'm individual person. If I am interested, I'll provide my first name, last name, and my mobile number and email address, and I'll say I'm interested. So let's say one of the company is interested to take the Airtel internet. One of the employee of that company, right? So here Airtel is a company. Let's say HP is one of the other company. They have a HP store in one of the location. Let's say in Bangalore, in one of the place they have HP store. For their branch, they want internet. Let's say across Bangalore, they have 10 stores, 10 shops. They need internet, right? So this company, right? They'll one of the employee from this company, right? HP again, they have many employees, right? So one of the employee, right? So for now, maybe for our understanding, let's take some name. So let's say Kiran is one of the employee, right? So that person will call to Airtel and or show interest to Airtel company saying they want to take the internet, right? So while providing, so this person's first name, right? So maybe this person's last name and the company, right? So the mobile or phone number, right? Company phone number, company email address, right? All those details will be provided by this person, right? So maybe I'm an individual. I can also respond to the lead. Okay, so any response from the advertisement will be captured in the lead. So lead is nothing but they have some due to the advertisement, someone responded and they are showing some initial interest on the product or service, or some companies they purchase the lead, right? So simply they go to each house and ask, "Do you want internet?" Right? That is also one kind of doing the business, right? So they have some information. And sometimes on day to day we get the calls, and so in the calls they ask, "Do you want to take any interest? Do you have any requirement for personal loan?" I did not say to anyone saying I need personal loan, and simply they'll call. Right? Let's say if you have a bank account, randomly all employees of the bank they'll call to all customers and check, do you need personal loan, right? So they have our information in the bank. So they are utilizing that information to convert that person to take the loan, right? So it's like that. Lead can be any information. So by using that, they have a chance to sell the product or sell the service. Okay, so that is the lead. Okay, lead can be a individual person information or the information of the employee who is working in a company, right? So when this person fills the information, this person also fills the company information, right? Company information also this person fills. So that's the lead. Okay, so now the next phase after having the lead, they'll call to lead. They have the information daily, they'll call to lead and check, are you interested? So we are offering these packages. So, but lead can respond in different ways, right? So let's say one of the lead is saying they are not interested, or they took some other internet connection and they don't have the requirement, right? So then they'll stop calling that lead. So when they call to some of the leads, who will call? The employees of this it, right? This team they'll call. And when they call to one of the other customer, let's say they call to one of the employee in this company, they'll say they want 1 week time to discuss and confirm. Okay, so again after 1 week they'll call. Let's say they are showing interest. Let's say yes, we are interested, and how much we are going to charge, and we need internet for 100 employees. So they'll discuss and proceed further, right? So if someone is showing interest, it's not that they are going to take, but they are interested. If someone is interested about the service or the product, so this Airtel company, since they are interested, so what they'll do, they'll convert this lead, right? This is a lead for them. They have that employee first name, last name, email address, mobile number, and company name. Since this lead is interested for the Airtel internet service, this lead will be converted into account, contact, and opportunity. So here, what is account, right? Again, so account means it is a company. In the lead, I told they'll capture this information. So when you convert this lead, right? So here, this is the lead. That may be here for HP company, this person is the employee. But for this Airtel company, that is a lead. They have a lead. So this person is one of the lead for that company, for this Airtel internet. So this they'll convert as account. So when I say account, the name of the account they capture as this company, right? So this person is an employee of HP. So the company related information will be captured into account, and also contact, right? So we are saying it will be converted into account, contact, and opportunity. Account is the company. Contact is the person information who is working in the company, right? This information will be captured into contact. Okay. The next thing is opportunity, right? Opportunity is a deal. So what they want. So why they responded? Why these employees responded? They want internet, right? They want internet for, let's say, one of the 10 stores in the Bangalore location. That's a requirement. So that is a deal. So here opportunity is nothing but a deal, right? So maybe here this is nothing but company. Contact is a person, right? Employee who is working in the company. And the opportunity is a deal. So what they want? The internet connection for 10 stores in the Bangalore location, right? So So name, they give some meaningful name, right? So something like this they store, right? And so that's the process. Okay, it's not that since they created this HP company is going to take, right? The next phase is they ask for the quotation. Can you provide the quotation, right? So how much you charge? What is the discount you are giving? So the next level is the quote. They ask for the quote, and if they like the quote, the quotation, whatever the charges Airtel company is providing, so then they'll give the opportunity. That means the deal will be closed successfully. The deal might also fail. Let's say they did not like whatever the pricing, whatever the services the company is providing. They won't take. Deal might be failed. Opportunity might be succeeded, might be closed, lost. Okay, they might take or might not take. When they take, closure one, success. When they don't take, closure lost. That means failed. So this is one example. In the same way, there are many other companies, right? So let's say one of the company, so TCS company in Bangalore, they want internet, right? Again, same process. One of the employee of the TCS, the information, so will be there as a lead. Again, they talk to that employee and convert as account contact opportunity. So that might be succeeded or fail. And again, for same company, there can be multiple opportunities. Let's say they took the internet for HP stores in Bangalore. Next, they have a requirement for Chennai location. Again, that is one more opportunity. So it's like that. So in each and every phase, right? So before when they are selling a product or the service in the market, so in each and every phase, the information, whatever they need, they capture in an organized way using this. Okay. So lead can be captured through, right, filling a website form, through online chat. Nowadays, right, WhatsApp for business, right, email address, and different mediums, right? So account is once the lead is converted, account is a company, and company can be a business or person. We'll discuss later about that. So let's say it is a business. So account is the company. Contact is the person who is working in that company, who is working, the employees of the company. And the opportunity is a deal. So what they want, deal might be succeeded or might be failed. So if they like the quotation, let's say they are charging more, somehow they did not like, they don't give the opportunity. It might be failed. Let's say they offered for best price and they are happy with that. So then it might be succeed, right? They will purchase, close the deal successfully. So now after purchasing the service or the product, so what is the next phase? Let's say this HP company, they took the internet. There is a problem with internet, right? The next phase, right? So this phase is the pre-sales, right? Before selling the product or service, in each and every phase, what is happening, that information they are capturing. So post sales, right? After selling a product or service, the next level is support. If this company, if they have problem with the internet, they'll call to Airtel customer care. Each time, whenever they call, right, for each complaint, right, so they create a case. That case is nothing but a support activity. So it can be a problem with the internet. It can be, let's say they are requesting for bill. They want past 6 months Airtel bills. So it can be anything. It can be any support activity. Right? Here case means it can be a problem or some support activity. In easy way to understand, you can say support activity. Right? Suppose, for example, let's say we purchased a TV, right? A big TV, but we need to wait for installation, right? So they create a case for installation. Installation is a support activity. It's not a problem, right? Let's say after started using TV, there is a problem with the sound. Again, we call to customer care. That is a problem with the TV, right? So anything, it can be a problem or it can be some installation request, anything related to support for a product or service will be captured as a case. So mainly as part of the right. So when there is some problem, so when you try to call to the customer care, they create the case for each and every interaction of the support, and they resolve this case. They have to resolve this, right? If the internet is not working within 12 hours or 24 hours, they have to resolve it. So they'll work and close it successfully, right? So that's the support, the post sales, the support process they follow. And when they, so let's say when they close the case successfully, let's say same kind of support requests are coming up for few cases, right? For few problems, customer itself can resolve. Let's say internet is not working. One of the primary thing, restart the modem. So switch off and switch on. It might work. So they give those as solutions, right? So frequently asked questions, right? Solutions in different ways they give, right? So knowledge articles. You can sometimes we search in Google and get the article and read it and resolve the problem, right? So those things also they provide as part of the support. So this process, the support related process, so we call as post sales after selling. So all this information, right, while doing the marketing, right? So this is marketing. So how the lead came through campaign, right? Campaign is the advertisement. So this part is marketing, right? So they have marketing, and this part once they have account and contact, mainly this part is sales. Sales reps, they'll try to convince the customer and sell the product or service. And this is the support, right? So this is nothing but support. So all this on day to day to deal with the business what they need. So they are capturing as part of the CRM. So now whatever I explained, so mostly in other softwares, for example, Microsoft Dynamics, Oracle CRM, more or less they also maintain the same thing. But what is the difference? The way they provide the options, right? The way the user interface, right? The look and feel of the website. Internally, the way they automate, provide the options to customize. In that, you see the difference. Okay, so Salesforce is far more better than the other CRM vendors in the market. Okay, that's why most of the market share is with Salesforce. So the companies who manage the business, they need CRM. Almost all company, when you take any business, they need CRM. For example, I'm giving training. That means the training, technically speaking. So this is also a business. So I get the leads. right? How someone knows about me. So when they search for Salesforce training in Bangalore or through some reference, I get some leads. Through reference, they'll call and that person is a lead, right? I'll store their information and I'll interact with them when I start any training. So for me also, I have leads, right? I also maybe give training for individual person, right? So how I'm giving campaigning? So maybe in Google, when you search, you are seeing my training details. Maybe Facebook advertisement, right? Maybe I might give some advertisement. So leads will be generated for me. They'll call, they'll inquire. It's not that everyone who calls and inquire, they join the training. Someone just call and inquire and leave. They don't again call back. They don't respond. So maybe lead is not interested. I don't again interact with them. Some people they say I want to join next month after 3 months. Again, so after maybe 3 months I'll update. Some people they say they are interested. Right? The next phase, they are interested means they are account. So account contact and opportunity. So here maybe individual person means maybe there is no account. It's only contact and opportunity. So how I can convince that customer? So like whoever is attending course is like a customer, right? All of you are the customers. So I give demo, right? I'll say I'm starting a batch and you can join for first 3 days. So that's the so to close the opportunity successfully, I'm giving the demo, and if you like, you will join, right? If you join, so opportunity is closed successfully. That means money is generated for me. Let's say if you don't join due to some reason, so maybe the money won't be generated for me, right? So that's it, right? I'm also internally using the Salesforce CRM for my training purpose, right? And also support. So maybe after training, so let's say you are giving Salesforce certification exam, you might ask for some material and some questions. Maybe I'll reply and I'll share the information. Support is also there. So that's the thing. So that's why, right? Any business, it's not that for sure all business, at least in Excel sheet, they need to maintain their information in an organized way. Right? If they have some growing company and want to see what is the growth of the company, right? So at least if they have 20 employees, 30 employees, then they started, they cannot manage in the Excel. They start looking for the CRM. Okay, so that's why their business is doing very well because almost every company they need CRM. Okay, so that's why customers they use Salesforce and Salesforce by default by considering all the different clients. Right, HP is one type of business. Airtel is one type of business. Let's say Apollo, right? Apollo Healthcare, right? So there are some hospitals, right? Corporate hospitals. So they also need CRM. They also get the leads, right? So different types of industries in the market, they need CRM by considering everyone in a generic way, whatever the CRM they provide after registering. So they get the basic applications of the CRM, marketing, sales, and service. On top of that, maybe healthcare business, they have a different process, right? Airtel, they have a different process. HP, that is a different industry. They have a different process. So to modify those applications, the standard CRM applications, they are providing the platform, right? So we are done with that CRM part, and the next phase is platform. So maybe so far, if you have any questions, you can ask about CRM, understanding about the CRM. So we should have this understanding, because the main purpose of Salesforce, if you don't know, which is not good. Okay, so why people use Salesforce? Why companies use Salesforce? For the CRM. Only CRM? It's not like that. Mainly for CRM. Even non-CRM applications also can be developed, right? So by using this platform, Salesforce is offering a platform. Using that platform, whatever the CRM applications they offer, those applications can be modified as per the customer requirements. Right here in the example, Airtel is the customer for Salesforce using the CRM. As per the Airtel company requirement, they want to modify the standard application. Right? By using this platform, they modify. So let's say Airtel company, they want a non-CRM application also. For example, to manage the recruitment process. Airtel company, they recruit employees. To manage the recruitment process, they want to organize that recruitment process in an organized way. They want one application, that recruitment application, which is not related to CRM. Right? So recruitment means, so whoever applies for a job, they need to first do the job, create the jobs, and whoever want to apply for the job, applicants will apply for the jobs. Next level is interview. They take the interview, and the interview is successful, they'll recruit. Otherwise, they'll reject. So to manage that, that is not related to CRM, that application. Let's say to track the employee time of request. That means leave. So one of the employee want to apply for leave, and the manager should approve or reject. They want such kind of application. Those also we can develop. Right? The platform, using platform, we can develop the CRM and the non-CRM applications also. Okay, so this is the slide for that. So any web application with Salesforce, any web application, it can be a CRM or non-CRM, we can develop. Okay, and also the mobile. So there is a app called Salesforce One. Okay, so through that app, the clients, they can log in and access the Salesforce. So to develop any web application or mobile applications, we use the Salesforce platform. Okay, so that's about the services whatever Salesforce offers. They have software as a service and the platform as a service. Software as a service, they are offering Salesforce CRM applications. To modify those applications or to create the brand new applications, they can use the Salesforce platform, that is force.com platform. Okay, so that's about the Salesforce and what are the services they provide. The next point, so why Salesforce is beneficial? So already there are many concepts in the market. Java, .NET, there are many technologies are there from long time when compared to Salesforce. Why any customer, they need to choose Salesforce? So why not Java? This HP company, they can recruit employees and they can develop application using Java. Why they are using Salesforce? So that I think today we don't have time. Tomorrow I'll explain why Salesforce they use, what are the advantages. We'll discuss about the advantages and understand about the next points. So maybe here I am explaining theoretically. First 3 sessions are theoretically I need to explain to make you understand about the platform. Later, everything is practical, right? So we have administration and development on day-to-day. I'll configure and show you as part of the administration. As part of the development on day-to-day, I'll write the code and explain. That's what we do. First 3 sessions, so I cannot immediately start configuring. So we are understanding about the platform. So tomorrow we'll understand why they use Salesforce and all those other points. And also we discuss what we do after getting the job. Right now we get to know they use CRM and CRM software. What is our job after getting the job? So that those things we'll discuss in next two sessions. Before ending today, any questions, anyone?
Yes, I have one question.
Yeah,
As we see, like there are many other CRMs like SAP and Oracle CRM. So, what are the extra features which is provided by Salesforce? As this is the became the number one CRM, because as far as I know, like SAP was also one of the best CRM available. So, what are the extra features which is provided by Salesforce?
yeah. So the thing is, the fact is, SAP is failed in the market. Okay, so one of the biggest failure for SAP is CRM. Okay, so how it is different? I think when we start understanding the features, then only you can understand. If I say about the features, now you might not understand. Okay, so it's mainly about uh, the look and feel once you log in, how the way we see the application, the way how we access the information. Internally, they have some reporting and dashboard, right? So obviously, after 5 years, 10 years, they have millions of records in the data in the database. Out of the huge data, they want to extract what they want. They want last to 3 years business growth. They want to see the growth in a pictorial fashion, right? So like that, reports, dashboards, which is far more better when compared to maybe SAP. So they want to load bulk data. So for that, they are providing some options that is better than the other technology. So based on all those factors, okay, so you'll get to know when we start understanding about the Salesforce. Okay, so I am also working on Microsoft Dynamics CRM, far more better than, right, when compared to SAP, Microsoft CRM is better. When compared to that, Salesforce is far more better. You cannot compare Salesforce and Microsoft Dynamics in terms of the UI, what they provide, in terms of the process we do as a developer, complexity of development and deployment, those are easy in Salesforce. Okay, so for your question, once we go through the course, then you'll understand what are the features Salesforce offer. So obviously, since we don't work on SAP, right? So that's not our course. We don't maybe look into that, right? So on day-to-day market, so how it is, I'm explaining. Okay, so the fact is I don't know how SAP CRM and what are the features. How I am saying Salesforce is better. See, I showed one graph, and so I see many places based on that. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. So this recording, so I'll add to these notes and share. But the recording will get with 1 day delay. Okay. So maybe by today evening you will get recording, but immediately I'll send these notes. So here in the first three sessions, I'll add the recording to these notes only, which I send to your email. And if you don't get email, please check your spam folder. Uh, Let's say in your inbox, if you don't see the email, go to your spam folder and try to see. Okay. So after this, I'm going to send this notes and also maybe keep the recording here. Okay. Yeah. Any questions? Any other questions before it?
Hello, so Shelly here.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello. Yeah. So, sir, my question is like, as you said, like Salesforce CRM is different. Like Force.com, you were just telling like we can customize everything. So what all products, like apart from recruitment, what all products we can develop through that?
So I told the recruitment is one of the example, and the time of
So
request, leave management I gave as one example. So let's
okay.
say one of the university,
Mm-hmm.
so they want to manage their admissions process. Okay, they
Mm-hmm.
want to manage the admissions process of that university. So they might use Salesforce. They
Okay.
don't want to use CRM. They want to use Salesforce platform. So
Mm-hmm.
any cloud application, right? They have
Okay.
an application. They want an application.
Mm.
They want to access from anywhere as soon as they have internet. Okay, they don't
Okay.
have any requirement to install and use. So all those clients they can consider using Salesforce.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.